up, everybody? Welcome back to our weekly hooligan YouTube video. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Doing fantastic, spectacular, amazing. It's been a beautiful year.
Well, not so good after our last review. Check that out if you. Other than that, I'm pretty chill.
So this week we're gonna go over our top 3 movies of the year. We're not rating these necessarily on which movies were the best, but just which movies that we personally kind of enjoyed. So it's gonna be kind of a different list, as in like
Personal.
right. It's gonna be just personal and not
like critically acclaimed. Because if we were going off of like critically acclaimed, we'd all have the same list, and we want to give y'all some variety. Show our personalities in there.
Oh yeah, baby.
I do want to give just like a heads up. My second and third movies, they're not like kind of set in stone, as of right now. They're just like some of the top 3 movies that I've personally really enjoyed. But I will say my first movie is like not even in the same ball field as the second and third.
Well, we're going 3-1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
So for my third one, y'all just want to get into it? Does anyone want to go first?
Yeah, bro. Hype it up. Go.
Yeah, okay. So for my third best movie this year, I put The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That's what it's called.
Underrated one, to be honest.
Yeah, that one's good.
That was really good.
I really enjoyed it. It was just kind of like lighthearted, and it was like funny. I like the humor aspect of it.
I think it's actually a good chuckle movie. It wasn't like super cringe.
It wasn't serious either. It wasn't something you have to like sit and like really, really pay attention and be like,
It's not something that you have to Google European religion for.
Exactly.
And I love just how much Nick Cage is involved in it, like because it's based. Not like based off him, but he's playing himself, so he knows about all this. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a highlight reel. It's a Nick Cage highlight reel.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Pedro Pascal killed his role too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think he stole the show.
He did. He was so good. But Noah, what was your third?
My third is a movie that was basically based on Hamlet, but was done very, very well. The Northmen.
Oh, I knew you were gonna.
I knew you were gonna have that on there somewhere.
I love the tone of the movie. I love the stylistic choices it had. I love the good old revenge story. I mean, obviously there's little nitpicky things I wouldn't like, but this is just like my type. And plus, it's a part of freaking Viking era, Valhalla, Norse mythology. Like this is just it's a little weird. I mean, all around it's just one of the movies I love. Like it's my type of movie.
I will say I did enjoy that movie, and if we were rating based off of like critically rating which ones are the best, that one would probably be my top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And Alexander Skarsgård and Anya Taylor-Joy put on just a tremendous show. Even the villain. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's only at 3 because it's basically a retelling of Hamlet, but
yeah,
right.
It's a nitpick.
So with Lion King, why is that not in your top 3?
All right. I have a pretty controversial number 3.
I don't think it's that bad, is it?
And it is going to be controversial because...
How's it controversial if it's personal?
No.
Because the Batman is not in my top 3.
That's not bad.
Not in my top 3.
Instead of the Batman, I put Top Gun Maverick.
That's not controversial. That's
not
good. Yeah. That was
I feel like I 100% thought I would get shit on in the comments. But I tried to watch Batman a second time at home and I couldn't get through it because one, the suspense is already over, so it makes sitting through that long of a movie kind of rough. But that was really it. But Top Gun, I feel like I could sit down and watch it again because it's
watched Top Gun twice. So the second time I watched it in theaters, I was actually with 4 other guys, and they were all in the Air Force. So
that's cool.
So they were like cheering and like super happy because the movie was like super accurate, and they all actually used the actual planes and did everything like super like realistic, and so they were like cheering, and I feel like watching it with them made the experience even better because they were like cumming their pants pretty much.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Top Gun is something like if you were to be like, let's go watch Top Gun and be like, yeah, sure. Like it's one of those things where I wouldn't mind.
It was a really good movie.
That's like top 3 Tom Cruise movie. That and Edge of Tomorrow, and probably like the OG Mission Impossible for me.
Yes, sir. All right.
Humble opinion.
Anthony.
You know what?
Circling.
Boy.
I think I'm gonna replace. I think I'm gonna put that in as number 3 too.
Okay.
All right.
Well, then not much else to say.
Number 2. I feel like this is gonna be controversial to y'all for it being so high.
It's a personal list, brother.
I know. But I put Adam Project.
Well, that was a good one.
I really did enjoy Adam Project. I don't think by the end of the year it'll be on my top 3, but I think as of right now, it's like one of the better ones that I enjoyed.
No, that was like one of Netflix's best movies. Ryan Reynolds was in it, and you complete Google over him, so that was a no-brainer.
Definitely a very entertaining movie, and
It was.
Ryan Reynolds does bring his charm to it.
Yeah.
Whenever we reviewed it, I don't think we had too many pros. Like that one, it's a pat on the back. Respect.
You mean cons?
Yeah. Did I say pros? Oh, my
Yeah.
bad, I meant cons.
I was like, that means it's pretty bad. You don't got that many.
No.
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Stinky.
No, I'm not even. I was gonna say my bias might be showing, but I'm not even gonna say that because it was just a really good movie. The Batman, and I 100% disagree. Upon rewatch, I think The Dark Knight has better rewatchability because it's shorter. But I think overall, I think The Batman was a better film. Hot take.
Oh,
And
I agreed that it was a better film.
And also the rewatchability thing, I really enjoy my rewatch of it because of the stuff I missed, like the little details, just how much detail he put into every little scene, and just even looking at the way Robert Pattinson acted, like his facial expressions, like the way he's thinking in the moment, stuff like that, little things Batman would do or wouldn't do, and I just think it's really awesome because it just shows how much growth he's going to have in year 2 or whatever the time jump is. So it's going to be really interesting to see, which I don't think it's going to be. I kind of hope it's more than a trilogy because there's just so much to explore with this character.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree, and I'm kind of weird with the way I rewatch movies, so I'm really particular about the ones I rewatch. So if it's like ones with the Batman where it's like a mystery movie, I cannot bring myself to watch it again because I already know what happens. That kind of kills the suspense and it makes it more boring to me and I lose interest.
Mm-hmm.
So I it's weird because there are good movies and I'll acknowledge they're good, but I will not watch them more than once. Like The Batman is a movie that I thought was superb. I gave it a 10 out of 10, but it's not one that I would watch more than once.
Are you the same with TV?
Oh, I'm very the same with TV shows. I think the only TV show that I watched more than once is The Office, and I didn't even watch all of it twice. I watched it once, and then I got like season 1, and then I stopped after that, and I can't do it.
I don't think I've ever rewatched a TV show.
Really?
I think that's too much time investment.
I don't rewatch movies too often, but I will rewatch shows all the time.
Dude, how?
If they're good.
Okay, I'll put them on if I'm cleaning or something or doing some chore or hobby. I'll put it on in the background, but I'm not sitting there.
Maybe like a
rewatching
few
it.
episodes I choice watch, but I wouldn't watch the whole show again.
Yeah, I remember when people were like, "I binged The Office 5 times." I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?
How?
That's so much. That's so much time."
But okay, real quick, I want to circle back to the Batman before we move on. I think the only reason that it wasn't in my top 3 is because you have to be in a certain mood, I feel like, to watch a movie like that.
Something in my ass.
Exactly.
I do have to say though, after watching the Batman, it makes you want to consume so much more Batman media.
Yeah.
That is true.
Edward,
Hyped.
what'd you put for number 2?
No big surprise here. I've been hyping this movie up to my friends for a long time, but they put the Bob's Burger movie at number 2.
At what?
Number
Bob's
2.
Burger.
Bob's Burgers. The Bob's Burger movie.
I only didn't watch it because I don't watch Bob's Burgers.
I don't watch. I've seen Bob's Burgers, but I don't really
see.
Watch
and you don't have to watch the movie to watch the show to watch the movie because the movie is good standalone. But as someone who does watch the show, they did a lot of like little things in there that they do during the show all the time. Like they always have a half-naked man roller skating in front of the window, like in the background. And the guy from across the street always sprays him with the hose to get him like away. They did stuff like that. Every time you saw every time you saw the burger of the day, it would have a different burger every day, just like it does in the show. The intro to the movie was the same as the show. They did stuff like that where it didn't impact the story, but it like tickles fanboys such as myself. But then the story was really good in itself too. Like you wouldn't expect like a goofy ass show like that to have such like it was really like an emotional plot line, and it really did good.
How do you come up with so many burgers?
If you cook me something from Bob's Burger, then I'll come over and watch the movie with you.
Deal. I have the Bob's Burgers cookbook at home. I will make you the Bet It All and black garlic burgers. Deal.
Okay.
All right, moving on to number one.
I don't know about y'all, but like I said, this movie is not even in the same like league as any other movie that's come out this year.
You know, we all have the same one.
In my opinion. But Everything Everywhere All at Once. Dude, that movie was incredible. That movie was beautiful and captivating, and the soundtrack was just amazing. And like one of the scenes that I always think about is when I don't know how to describe it. I'll move on. But anyways, it was a beautiful movie.
This is a movie. We all agree, right? That's number one.
Yeah. Oh no, my number one's different.
Is it actually?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
I wanted to be different.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Me and Noah will talk about. Well, we can all talk about it still, but
I was about to say this. I'm still gonna talk about it, but yeah.
Okay.
I'm shocked it's not in your top three. I think this is a film that almost comes out once every decade. It's one of those films that's just incredibly original and incredibly rich in the concept.
I'm disappointed because it's not something that's going to continue to be talked about. I feel like it's already been forgotten. It's been left in the background.
I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people are still talking about it.
It's like definitely like
the film bros are like.
I don't think it'll. I personally think it holds up. It will hold up for the next probably like 5-10 years, you know. But I don't think in other people's minds, I don't think it will.
I think it's gonna hold up for a long time. I just think it's
that this wasn't as big of a blockbuster, because if it did good, it would be a guaranteed film of the year. But since it's not, it leaves room for some other random ass shit to snipe it.
Some other artsy movie.
Anyone I've talked about or recommended to, they're like, "What's that? I've never even heard of it." So I think it's like the name and the studios that created it. They don't have the hype behind them. You know what the director did with this movie, he took, or was it a woman or was it a man? Whoever it was.
The same people who did this did Men as well.
Oh, interesting.
Same studio, I believe.
A24, yeah. A24 is very hit or miss. When they hit hard. Yeah. Anyways, the director, woman or man, whatever, took his nuts out, bro, balls to the wall, threw everything he had on this movie, bro.
Yeah, and it like paid off. It was so good. It was so good. And it was a low budget. That's the craziest thing. Is this movie was an extremely low budgeted movie.
Not extremely, but yeah.
Well, this movie had the same budget as Marvel TV shows have for each episode.
Okay, but Marvel TV shows are kind of.
Sorry.
Okay, well, Marvel TV shows are now getting to the point where they have film budgets for each episode, so I don't think that's a valid.
Yeah, that's fair. But still, just like, I'm just surprised that they were on a low budget and outperformed in visuals and audio and story writing and acting and like all these other movies.
Hot dog fingers.
Ratatouille. Dude, it made me not emotional, but it made me feel like all the emotions with two rocks talking to each other, bro.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I've never felt so tense, like reading dialogue between two rocks.
Yeah. And I have a great relationship with my mom, but I can't imagine if like anyone that doesn't have a good relationship with their mom, like how they would feel about this movie. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it must have tugged at them.
That's crazy. What was I really want to know what your
first is now. My number one, boys.
I trash you for it, but let's see.
Morbius.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, I forgot about Morbius Sweet.
Oh, could you forget about Morb? It is Morbin time every day, all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I wake up
I gotta
to
change
it's
my
time
number one.
Guys, for legal reasons, he's joking. I
I
can't.
wake up
illegal.
every morning and my alarm sound is it's time to have sex. Let's have sex. Let's have sex.
What are you talking about?
It's a song that plays whenever Milo's taking his shirt off and getting ready to dress.
And he's
The
dancing.
song that's playing is "Let's Have Sex." Let's
What?
have sex.
Oh, that's funny.
My answer is yes. Yeah. Holy
Morbius
crap.
sweep. Number one film of the year. Number
It's
one movie
Morbid
all
time.
time.
It is morbid.
In all
Hey,
seriousness, my true number one is actually Everything Everywhere All at Once. I wanted to be funny.
you had me tripping balls, Edward. I was like, what is possibly number one besides that?
In true contention for the number 3 spot, it was Chip and Dale with Ugly Sonic.
Oh, are we giving honorable mentions real quick?
I'm down. I think
All right.
we can all
You
agree on
already said it.
Sonic.
Sonic 2. Yeah,
Sonic 2.
It's an honorable.
Very honorable.
Sonic 2 and Chip and Dale are my honorable mentions.
Underrated one, but I think the Fallout was pretty.
Yeah.
I agree, but that's also one that I would not watch again.
Yeah,
Ever.
it's pretty heavy concept.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's all.
All right.
all
So
I got
we'll
this
just give
There
a
you go,
quick
babe.
refresher. Anthony, 3, 2, 1.
Top Gun, Adam Project, Everything Everywhere.
Noah?
The Northmen, the Batman, and Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Top Gun Maverick, Bob's Burger, and Everything Everywhere All at Once. Unanimous number 1. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment below what you change about our list, comment below your own top 3 personal favorites, roast us in the comments, we'll roast back, so be prepared if you're going to do that. Our social medias are all in the description below. If you're not following, that means you missed our Twitch live stream watch party of The Boys. So if you want to be updated on all cool stuff like that, make sure you click that notification bell and make sure you check out our merch. Rep the brand, rock a hooligan hat, shirt. It's summertime, things are heating up. We got some really nice tank tops. So I think that wraps it up.
And leave a review on our podcast.